Hey everybody, Charlene Green here, creator of Kazakan. At this time, I'm super excited to unveil my latest project, my latest inspiration for connectivity. And what I would like to do is I would like to start accumulating stories, share collective stories. Um, I am a big fan of the human experience, of our individual narratives and the ways that they connect us. And so, in my next project, what I want to do is I want to create a campaign of connectivity around underemployment. Right now, as you guys are aware, America is in a self inflicted tariff war with the world. And all of these manufacturers from China have been sharing their direct routes for buying their products directly on TikTok, which has created chaos and havoc to traditional retail and luxury good markets. And so I was inspired by that, and I was also inspired by the way the undereconomy is a buttress and a support for so many individuals and families, but historically the under economy is often forgotten about because it is so invisible, even though it is so vital to our function as an economic market. Participants in the under economy tend to be marginalized. Um, they tend to be minorities, women, children, persons with disabilities, what have you, individuals who, because of systematic inequality, have found unique ways to create profits for themselves, to maximize their gifts so they can create profits for themselves and support their families. And as a lawyer, therapy, economist, I am coming to find that I am just so acutely inspired and riveted by the intersection of all three. Out of the spontaneous creation of something out of nothing, I really want to find a way to document and highlight those stories, because those stories are really the backbone of America, of the American economy that we celebrate. And so in doing so, 50 lucky people are going to have the full privilege of being highlighted. And my next project is a book that I want to publish, and I want to publish 50 stories from the under economy. I don't know if that's going to be the exact title yet. We'll work on that. There's probably going to be 50 stories from the under economy. And it's not limited to race, ethnicity, pride, creed, any of that. It's just going to be about individuals in the under economy. If you have a gig or a venture and you don't feel comfortable sharing, affixing your name to the type of work you've done, no worries. We will post it anonymously. But nonetheless, I need your stories, because your stories are representative of a larger life that all of us lead. And so please, please, please let me know. So far, I've reached out to chefs that at one time maybe catered under the tables. I've reached out to musicians that have done gig work. I've reached out to business owners. I've reached out to writers, people who have sold their creative works for a little bit of money. Anything that you can think of. If you've done hair, I want your story. If you've ever, what's another one? If you ever provided childcare under the table, I want your story. So please, I think it is my personal and professional opinion that as an entrepreneur, that at some point your work goes from being non-formalized into being formalized, and you're like, oh shoot, I'm actually making a little bit of money, let me formalize this and professionally document my name and my entity. But in the beginning, it's very much a passion project. So a lot of us have been there, and I just want to really highlight your story. If you are a small business owner and you would like your business to be highlighted, this is a great opportunity for you to get a little bit of shine and a little bit of platform. and to talk about your business. I reached out to a friend who's a photographer that I am confident has done some wedding photography under the table, engagement parties under the table. Anything that you're doing, anything that you're interested in, please let me know. I'm super duper excited to combine all of these stories and to create a platform for the under economy who typically do not have a voice. Some parties that I'm really, really interested in capturing are street pharmacists. I want to capture those stories. I want to capture stories of panhandlers. I want to capture stories of sex workers. I want to capture stories of street food vendors. Anything that you could think of. So if you have any ideas that you want to throw my way, Charlene, this would be a great example. You should get this experience. Let me know. This is a communal project. I definitely want to capture nail tech workers, especially undocumented nail tech workers, masseuse parlors. Anybody who's working, if you or you know someone who's working in a masseuse parlor under the table, please let me know. And yeah, this is a developing project in real time. This is something that I feel like I have 1,001 ideas that I'm always saying. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time, but it really, really is. My character flaw is that I like to pretend that I am perfect and that I don't have any character flaws. I dislike the idea of doing anything, any project, anything, any act where I feel like I'm unprepared, because for me, preparation and experience is my superpower. I like to just glide through a room effortlessly, like I have it all figured out. But I have learned from experience that over preparation is the enemy of progress. And if you don't write your story, someone else will swoop in and write it for you. So without further ado, this project is as riveting and life-changing for me as I believe is going to be for the participants involved. I'm just jumping into this straight into the deep end, creativity first. I will titrate the details later. This will not be the first video that you guys hear from me. I'm not a big fan of editing videos, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to get my ideas out there, and I'm just going to keep trudging along, and I am going to believe in myself at every step of this journey. And I invite you guys to likewise believe in yourselves as much as I believe in you. And together we can do this. Together we can create community. Together we can work towards visibility by documenting the human experience. So come one, come all, tell your story. If you know someone who has an amazing story of entrepreneurship, of the under economy, please don't hesitate. This is our time. These are our voices. Let your true America entrepreneurship shine. And that's all I got for now. Thank you so much. This has been brought to you, another imperfect production from Kazakhan, and I look forward to getting started. Let's do this together. Bye, guys.